Welcome back to Betrayal and Revenge Stories. Hi all, I'm your friend Z, and today I'm here with two interesting stories. So without wasting the time, let's dive into the stories. Story 1. This is my fault. I know this. I am going to be honest though. I was in a relationship with Cian for 7 years. We both had professional jobs, which we were passionate about. I work in finance. He is a doctor, pediatrician. He was very laid back, apart from his work. I was the opposite. That meant I generally got my way in most things, which didn't always endear me to his family. They didn't really like me. I gave back as good as I got, but we coped. He was caught in the middle. My job involved a lot of socializing, some involving so's. I also enjoy going out and socializing when I'm not working. He attended when he could, but worked a lot of unsocial hours, so couldn't always make it. It was frustrating and I did resent it a bit. I pressed him to move to a job with more regular hours. There were such jobs in his field, but he wouldn't. He said it would take him away from the front line. He said his job was important to him, and he was making a difference. It was the second main thing we fought about. The worst was kids. He wanted them, I didn't. I wouldn't talk to him about it. I thought he'd accept my viewpoint. He did eventually and decided he couldn't compromise and left me. He also said it was because of how I treated him, didn't value him, took him for granted, etc. I didn't realize he felt like that at the time. I didn't see it coming and was devastated. Here's the irony in my subsequent get over my ex casual relationship. I got pregnant. I could have terminated, but couldn't bring myself to. I now have a 3-year-old who is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I do kill and die for her. Her father isn't involved and yes, it's difficult being her only parent, but I wouldn't change it. Cian was single for longer, but is now with someone and she's pregnant. I'm sure he's thrilled. From social media, I also see that his family love her. My daughter recently had a serious illness. So serious, I was terrified and took her to the hospital at midnight. Various staff saw her before they called the pediatric specialist. Cian. He was amazing and totally professional. He calmed the frightened little girl, was so nice to me, sorted the treatment, etc., etc. Every feeling I had for him came back, and yet I wanted him to change to an easier job. At that moment, I regretted every decision I'd ever made, and so badly wished he was the father of my kid. She's now home and doing well, and I'm here reflecting on my life. When she was discharged, I offered to buy him a drink. As a friend, nothing more. He refused, saying it was inappropriate because I was his patient's mother. If he'd said it was inappropriate because I was his ex, and he had a girlfriend, I'd have actually felt better. It's clear I now mean nothing to him. But why should I? So she took him for granted, and sometimes we lose someone to know its value. If you'll have an issue, talk it out. 10 minutes of open communication can heal any issue in a relationship. Now let's jump to next story. Story 2. I met my girlfriend on Tinder and we were not exclusive to begin with. We get along great and I thought we had a future. She got pregnant and we were kind of excited to start a family. When the baby was born, it was very obviously not mine. I did not sign the birth certificate. I also did not break up with her. But I also told her that I would not be making myself financially responsible for the baby. We had planned for her to take a year off work to be with the baby. She had already taken her maternity leave. I said she needed to go after the father for child support. She didn't want to because they were friends. I said I understood, but then she had to take full financial responsibility for the kid. I would help her with all the child rearing, like changing diapers and feedings and the like, but not for paying for any of it. She agreed. She ran to her savings in about 6 months. She talked to me about helping her with baby formula and stuff. And I said no. That isn't our agreement. She called him and asked for money, and he gave her a few $1,000s to pay for baby stuff, but told her not to contact him again. That is when she understood their friendship. So she went after him for child support. His fiancé found out about the whole thing and is thinking of breaking things off. The child support is enough that the baby will be well taken care of and will not affect our finances. He called her crying because we effed up his life. He said that I could easily afford to take care of them, and that I'm an asshole for dragging his life through the mud. She feels terrible about it and blames me for not just stepping up and considering her a single mom. I love my girlfriend and the baby, and I have no problem raising the baby. But I don't think I should be held financially responsible when the father has resources and tried to evade responsibility. What do you guys think? Type your thoughts in the comments section. To get updates on the latest release, hit the like, share, and subscribe button.